It's your girl T here, back with the TTime Tuesday video. I know you guys are having a beautiful, blessed day because we're tea timers. It's absolutely everything we do. Our affirmation of the day is, why is my life unfolding so perfectly? Why is my life unfolding so perfectly? We're tea timers, so everything in our lives unfolds perfectly, in perfect synchronization, just one step at a time, perfectly unfolding. I wanted to discuss with y'all fears, doubts, limitations, etc. That's what I'm kind of saying, but I have a few points to make, so just bear with me. I just wanted to, for those of you who don't know, let you know that when you are born, the only fears that you are naturally born with is the fear of falling and the fear of loud noises. Those are the two fears that we have that are naturally embedded in us from a baby. So when we're first born, those are two fears that we have naturally. We didn't do anything to earn them, they just are embedded in us. Anything outside of that is a learned, progressive, natural, a learned or, given fear to us from our outside environment. Like, our outside environment has programmed us with other fears, or we experienced something and it created a fear within us, or we believed in something so hard because we experienced it over and over again, it became an irrational fear. This all to be saying that we are naturally set up for success with two very small fears: fear of falling and loud noises, which a lot of us outgrow. Some of us may hold on to those two fears, but it's just to say we're not born with a lot of fear in us. We're born pretty much fearless. Our outside reality programs us with all these fears and these phobias and these, I can't do this and I can't do that, and all these limitations that we put on ourselves from young until we become an adult. What we're doing by reinstalling positive beliefs into our brain is changing our neural pathways, which are the pathways that hold our belief systems. It's more complicated than that, but I'm breaking it down for you in a simplistic form. So when you hear things like, say your affirmation 10,000 times and it will change your neural pathway, or somewhere around 10,000 times, that's an estimate. The point being is that you're putting in the work of repetitively repeating something over and over until it becomes a belief system inside of your brain, and you start seeing 3D evidence outside of you. Things around you will start molding around your new belief that you have embedded in your brain. The biggest issue I see from you guys that hinders you, a lot of you, from your success in manifesting is that you don't believe that you control your reality. You say you believe it, you follow the steps under the notion that you believe it, but you haven't either proven it to yourself or seen a success story that speaks to you, or basically you haven't proven it to yourself, is the bottom line. And then you're affirming from a place of lack or necessity or desperation, which you can obviously do. You can affirm and you can manifest from any state, but the easier place to affirm and get what you want is from knowing that you are the source of your entire reality. You control the narrative in your reality. When you come to terms with that and figure it out and look around your reality and go, I created that. Oh, I hated that, but I did create it. My thought patterns around that were such and such. Oh, I emotionally reacted to that in a huge way, and I believe that that was true. That was created by me. When you come to terms with the fact that you are creating moment by moment everything that you see in your reality, it is a lot easier for you to consciously manifest for yourself in a more effortless and easy way. But a lot of you, what is happening is you're saying, oh yeah, I create my own reality. And then you see your SP. I'm saying SP specifically because coaches always say this, but I'm telling you it's true. Like 98% of the email and the questions are surrounding SP, special person, significant person, for those of you who don't know. You'll say, oh, I see my SP. They're acting crazy. They told me to go F myself. And you'll say, he loves me, he loves me, he loves me, he loves me, she loves me, she loves me, she loves me, she loves me. And then as soon as you say that, you'll go start checking their Facebook. You'll go start checking their Instagram. You'll go start checking their whatever platform they use. And you'll see a picture of them where it looks like a girl's touching their arm. Or you'll text them and they won't text you back, and you'll make up a whole story about why they're not texting you back, how much they hate you, and they're playing games with you, and they don't want you, and they don't love you. But the thing is, if you were coming from a place where you were like, I create my own reality, right? So no matter what I see, I'm going to assume that my SP loves me. I'm going to assume that my SP only sees me because I love me. I think I'm the best. So my reality has to think I'm the best. If you were coming from that place where you knew that, it would be a lot easier for you to go, you know what? I'm not going to check their Facebook because I don't need to. Facebook is just going to show me pictures that I'm going to interpret in a wrong way. I'm going to believe and have faith that whatever I say goes. So I'm assuming that my SP loves me. I'm assuming my SP only sees me. I'm assuming that my SP knows I'm healthy, whole, and complete, and they're going to show up healthy, whole, and complete, and they're going to treat me like the dime I am. That's coming from a place of power, knowing that you call the shots. And in this energy and saying that to yourself, and even let's put it this way. You know what? Instead of looking at my SP on Facebook or Instagram, I'm going to go take a walk. I'm going to go out and start affirming while I'm walking. I'm going to affirm for the other areas of my life that I know that I want. I'm going to affirm for how much money I have in my bank account. I'm going to virtually spend it. I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to look at all the expensive things I can buy, and I'm going to talk to myself about how exciting it is. I'm going to plan my trip to Hawaii next year, and I'm going to start looking at the prices because I can afford it, even if you have $1 in your bank account. And that's another point. When you're manifesting SP, your SP doesn't need to take up 100% of your time. When you have your SP, if you and your SP have been in a relationship for the last 5-6 months or 10 months or a year, you're going to have other interests. You're going to be planning trips with them. You're going to be planning going on certain vacations or why did I just stop talking? When you're with your SP for a bit of time, you're going to want to go on trips with them. You're going to want to go shopping with them. You're going to want to go to Christmas parties, birthday parties with them. You're going to plan all these things with them. You're still going to want to be successful in your career, or if you're going to affirm that you're taken care of as a pampered housewife, are you not still going to go on your appointments to get your hair done, your nails, whatever works for you? Are you still not going to have goals outside of SP? Of course you are. But what tends to happen with SP is people's whole entire manifestation diet gets wrapped up in them, and they put them on a pedestal, the SP, and everything that they do is about SP. Trying to love themselves is to get a reaction from SP. That's not how you love yourself. Loving yourself doesn't mean, oh, I'm going to love myself and my SP is going to come in for me. Loving yourself is loving yourself. It doesn't matter who the SP is, because you love yourself so much that SP is an add value. You could put anybody in that SP position and they'd be lucky to have you, because you love yourself so much and you know what a dime you are to anybody who's in your SP position. I think we have the conscious manifestation game a little backwards. We are looking at getting the fastest results to get our SP, to make ourselves feel better, to make ourselves feel loved, to make ourselves feel chosen. SP doesn't give that to you. SP might ignite feelings in you that make you feel loved, chosen, wanted, etc. But they're reciting things, they're reciting feelings, they're reciting stuff that is coming from you. Even if your SP shows up tomorrow and you hate yourself, eventually your SP is going to mirror back to you how much you hate yourself, or they're going to spark something inside of you, trigger something inside of you that reminds you how much you hate yourself. And you'll start finding faults or areas that your SP is giving you doubts, that you're going to sabotage the relationship. Ask yourself this question. If you are still in the spot where you're manifesting an SP and you go, it's not me creating it, it's them who's doing it to me. Look at all your relationships. Are they all very similar to one another? The answer most likely is going to be yes. Who is the common denominator in every single relationships? It's not your SP every single time. You more than likely had more than one SP. It's you. You are the common feature in all these relationships. And if your relationships are breaking down one by one, having the same ending, having the same issues, if you're the common denominator, what needs to change? It is you. And it's not to say it has to be a big, huge change. You just have to come to terms with the fact of your inherent perfection at this moment in time. You're perfect right now the way you are. You're a dime piece right now the way you are. The only one who struggles with that is you. We struggle with our perfection. We struggle with how valuable we are. We struggle with how much we have to offer the world. So when you can come to terms with the fact of how powerful of a creator you are, how the world mirrors you, and you start believing and loving in yourself and talking to yourself in a way that is conducive to someone who is first choice, top notch, nobody above them, you will start seeing the world conform around that idea that you have about yourself. SP can only mirror to you what you believe about yourself. SP can only come in for you the way you think they're going to come in for you. When you see women or men who have successful relationships in their lives, they most likely, if you were to study their relationship, have very high concept of themselves and know what they deserve. Every movie you see where that quiet, underestimated, shy girl gets all the guys, and all the jealous, hater, loud, popular girls are jealous of them because they're very powerful and they're quiet and they're still and they're knowing that they always get what they want and they deserve the best and they don't care what other people around them think. They're called weirdos or geeks, but those people have high self-concepts. They walk through life knowing who they are and being comfortable with who they are. And if they stand out or they're different, they don't care because they know that they're perfection the way that they are. This is the kind of self-concept we need to adopt. We need to separate ourselves, disconnect ourselves from the 3D. I actually wish I could take the 3D and throw it in the garbage. I wish I could throw it in the garbage for a couple of months so you guys had nothing to look at and you only had your imagination to imagine what it is that you wanted. I wish I could take your phones and put it in the garbage as well, so you only had your imagination and, the next 3 or 4 months to imagine what was happening for you, because you would see results. You are the creator of your reality. You control the narrative on what's going to happen, which is so exciting, because for the majority of our lives, we go through it thinking things are happening to us and we have no power over them. But now we know we control everything in our reality. We are the one who says what goes and what doesn't. You want that body that you really enjoy? You can have it. You want that money in your bank account? It's available to you. You want the SP to show up as the best version of themselves? Pick that reality where they're the best version of themselves and stay there. You hold all the power. So from this point forward, I have a challenge for you. I challenge you to stop complaining about things you don't want. Stop focusing on everything you don't want to happen for you. Stop aligning to realities where things are not working out for you. Choose every time something unwanted comes up to see the best of it. Every time something that you don't want comes up in your 3D reality, it's as simple as to go, everything in my life is perfect. I'm perfect. My world has to be perfect. Everything's unfolding perfectly for me. If you said that for a week, every time a seeming challenge came up in your 3D and you ignored it and just went to everything in my life is perfect for a straight week, you would start seeing changes. Or SP related. Every time you don't get a text, or you're tempted to check Facebook, or you want to do the things that you used to do, that's not the version of me. I'm TTime squared, so I don't check Facebook. I know I'm the ish. I don't care if they text me back today or tomorrow or next year. I'm the only choice. If you deny what your senses can see and you go internal and remind yourself every time you have an insecure moment that you're the best, nobody beats you, your SP has no choice but to fall in line for you, you will get your SP. I've coached 2-3 people last week who have already seen movement from their SP that they haven't. One lady, she said, I'm allowed to talk about this. She hasn't talked to her SP in 10 years. And he's around the corner. I don't know if she's actually spoken to him yet, but she knows he's on his way any minute now. But I'm assuming that they have spoken because she said, thank you so much for your help. Da, 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 da. Another girl, she said she saw a shift from what I said to her with her SP within a couple days. She went from thinking the worst of him to him telling her, you know, great things about herself, and they're working on their relationship. You guys control the narrative. It's nothing to do with the technique or tips I give you. It's the fact that I'm just reminding you of your power, and you're stepping into that power and getting what you want. This video is going long. You know I hate a long video. If y'all have questions, you know what to do. I love y'all, but not as much as you should be loving yourselves. Have a beautiful, blessed Tuesday. Bye.